Welcome everyone to another episode of the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. Here with the guys, with the fellas. What's up, Henry? What's up, Mitch? How you guys doing?
What's up, bro?
Good, man.
Chilling.
What's going on, man?
I mean, there's a lot going on. Obviously, you got again for our fans, so for those who are viewers watching, this is a prediction heavy show. Of course, of course, we have we have the Night of Champions, we have AEW Forbidden Door, and then we have NXT's The Great American Bash. I mean, it's just tons of wrestling this weekend, so we have a lot to cover today.
It's like WrestleMania week all over.
And then there's stuff that we don't even cover, like ROH, MLW. There's all that stuff too. But
yeah. I mean, again, it's just a lot to cover this week. So,
yeah.
I mean, what do you guys? All right, real quick before we start, like, what do you guys most are looking forward to? I know Mitch is definitely looking forward
to.
I know Mitch is definitely, looking forward to seeing Jey Uso be crowned as king.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd rather have cock and ball torture, but here we are.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I mean, he doesn't want to be the Yeet King. No.
But, I think I feel like I know they didn't, but I feel like they did it to spite me because I've been down the thread about LA Knight. So here we are.
No, I mean, it makes sense if you're sort of keeping Jay at the top of the upper, like the mid, the main title, like the main scene, basically.
If
you're not going to put him back down the mid card, I think
Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry.
Jey Uso, if you remember, he's been taking the pin a lot in a lot of heavy contested matches. Like even though he was champion. There was a lot of matches where he took the pin clean.
Yeah, I get bored during Jey Uso matches, and that's going to be a main event now. I'll pass. So I will give credit where credit's due. Jay hit a really good promo against Obafemi. That was a good promo. Okay, awesome. Other people do way better promos, and he gets pushed because of who his family members are, in my opinion. And I think he's pushed over people who should have that spot. LA Knight.
I mean, I don't think he's a pushover because, like,
no, not pushover. He's being pushed over people who should have it more. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know because, like, him and his brother as like tag team champions is generational.
I think Jimmy Uso's the better Uso. There, I said it.
I mean, yeah, like
I've thought that for years.
I mean, I get it, but like if you think about it, like them as as a tag team, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time.
Yeah, but they're this isn't a tag team match. This is Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. I don't think
we're gonna go solo, right?
Can carry a main event.
I'm gonna break it down. So then we're gonna go solo route. So if you talk about single star, who is? Well, I mean, it is your brother, but we're not including that Solo, even though we love you, Solo. Anyway, so
I love Solo's awesome.
But no, just like getting that point across, like who's had the more successful singles career, Jimmy or Jay?
Because they don't. It's like an LA Knight situation. They don't give him opportunity to show what he can do. They give it to Jay. You have to have opportunity to show what. No, they didn't. They cut it off at the knees right after it didn't work, and I thought it didn't work because of Jay.
I think Jay has gotten. I think Jay has gotten more opportunities. Jay
way more.
Jay became IC champion. Jay became world champion.
He threw John Cena out of the Rumble,
and he's on the cusp of becoming King of the Ring. I think right now all the focus right now is on Jey Uso, right? And they teased it for months, but we'll get to that match against Obafemi in just a minute. So, all right, let's break down first. Let's break down Night of Champions, right?
By the way, so to answer that question, I didn't get to answer. Forbidden Door was my choice because I think AEW's been putting.
Yeah, I think AEW's the better product right now. I can't believe I'm saying that.
To be completely honest with you, there's a lot of matches happening this weekend. The one match that I am definitely like locking my eyes in is Ospreay versus Swerve.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those are two elite superstars. Yeah.
That match is gonna be incredible. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I've loved Swerve for years now, dude. Since it
Yep.
came.
So I think we all agree Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's start with Night of Champions, right? As you know, WWE makes its way back in Saudi Arabia. The event taking place this Saturday. Let's start with the United States Championship. You have Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. I mean, Ricky Saints defeated Carmelo Hayes and now has first crack at main roster gold. Will he get it done? I'll leave it to the panel.
I believe, real quick, sorry, Henry. I believe Carmelo Hayes should have had this spot. That would have been a banger match, Hayes versus Trick.
You did, Mitch. I just said no. That's all I said.
Yeah, no. So Trick Williams all day, every day, not even a thought.
It's too early to pull. It's too early to pull.
Ricky, I'm sorry. Here and there he has spots where I'm like, okay, he's getting better, and then he digresses and loses momentum. Saints. I think he
needs to be a tweener. He needs to be a tweener.
He comes off too try hard.
I don't know. My thing is like I'm worried for Ricky Saints. I forgot who made a comment where like, I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky Saints gets like released within a year or two.
Yeah.
And
well, he has high friends in high places.
Like, yeah, right.
He's not,
but he's somebody where like I kind of worry for. But he has a good right now. He has a great opportunity to become United States champion against Trick Williams. Personally, I don't think he gets it done here. I think you gotta ride with the momentum, right? The people absolutely love Trick Williams. And yeah, I think they're just gonna keep riding with Trick Williams.
Trick Williams is on another level. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said it's too early to have anybody else throwing him. It's like it was just basically for nothing. You did all this hype and everything else for nothing.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me with WWE creative right now. They are horrible right now. Like, hold your nose.
That's the other point too.
But not even they would blow this. I hope not.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, that would be crazy.
All right, so the consensus: Trick Williams, right?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. All right, we move on to the Women's United States Championship match, in which you have Tiffany Stratton, the champ, defending against Jade Cargill.
It's not going to be Jade.
Background for me. Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I think Tiffany Stratton. I don't think it's Jade. I think what they're doing is Jade is smart. They're still having her be protected in a sense, but they're trying to build her up because as you see, her wrestling has been improving.
I think they're getting right. So they're giving her experience with top people, and I think that's building character and building skill. And I think she'll get there.
She's getting the
she's better than she was. I'll give her that. I'll give you that.
She's getting the reps in that she didn't really get.
Yes, and she never got those for years. Yep.
So it's helping. So I think that's the long-term plan. So I'm Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I'm with you guys. I think Tiffany Stratton becomes champion. Retains. I feel like at some point in this match we might see a distraction by Charlotte or maybe even Alexa Bliss.
Chelsea. What about Chelsea?
Or a big assist from Chelsea Green.
I was going to say Chelsea should be part of this, dude. I can't believe how they blackballed Chelsea. She is one of the biggest stars of the women's division.
I think with Chelsea, I think there's bigger things to come. I
hope so. Yeah. I feel like they're going to do an LA Night with her.
No. I think they really do have.
They won't just because.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, they won't. Just for the reason that a lot of times WWE
money.
No, it's not even that. It's that they reward the wrestlers that embrace the characters that they.
Well, no, they don't. Like, LA Knight. No, they don't.
I mean, if LA Knight was willing to do it, and now they're doing this, there's always a payoff. We've said that with Rey Mysterio. We said that with a lot of other wrestlers.
And there is no payoff with LA Knight. He keeps getting buried. Yeah, you would think after all the years of him being buried, there would be an eventual payoff, and the crowd would go nuts. But nope, they are too stubborn. They hate it.
I got an example for you here. Then I'll toss some wrestling history. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, but that was back then. That's not the same WWE. That's not the same WWE, man.
But I'm saying, how many years though? If history always repeats itself, right?
Yeah, but not in TKO era, man. This is different. This is
it
way
doesn't
different.
matter.
It's
just
all money and politically motivated.
we got a little sidetracked with LA Knight, but I just feel like LA Knight is a victim of the bloodline vortex. So
He's a victim of politics backstage.
So it is what it is.
But I mean, yeah, it's like I said, Jay's gotten better. But
yeah,
I think we're
Jade has gone. Yeah,
she's getting better, and I was a huge critic of her.
Yeah.
She's getting better.
Next match, the rubber match, Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker in a steel cage match.
I think the hype for this feud is just
Braun Breaker better go over. I swear to God.
I feel like the hype for this feud is just
Mitch, I really got some bad neuz.
I got some bad news for you. What?
I think it's Seth.
It wouldn't shock me, but what should happen with a good creative team, which doesn't exist right now with WWE, is Braun should go over.
Yeah, I just think with with everything that happened on Monday Night Raw, right? That we'll get into details in a bit. I think Seth now has backup. The vision will obviously get involved, right? Mainly Austin Theory.
Yeah, I was gonna say
mainly Austin Theory. I mean, maybe you have Logan Paul do some sort of distraction, but obviously, I don't think it's going to be anything that involves.
He's a good
contact.
mic man. He's a good He's a good mic
man. But interestingly enough, we've seen Bronson Reed post several pictures in tremendous shape. So,
in fact, I think maybe if Braun gets the win, it's because Bronson Reed comes in and tsunamis.
I mean, that to be honest with you, that's the only
off the fucking phase. He comes back.
That's the way they would have Seth lose.
Yeah, that's the only way I see Braun Breaker winning is if
it will not work if you do not have Wade Barrett on that fucking microphone saying tsunami. It does not work. Anybody else saying anybody else.
And then you go into another long, unending program with Bronson Reed and Seth.
Yeah, I just think obviously now Seth has
Bronson and Seth though is not going to happen. I feel like I have this weird feeling.
No, I think it'll happen. I think it will.
I think it's gonna be Bronson versus Braun.
I think they want to elevate Bronson Reed. They're really high on him.
Yeah, but it's really
if you want to elevate Bronson Reed,
by putting him. Well, this is how WWE thinks. By putting him with one of the top guys.
It's just really unfortunate that the vision is just one injury after the another, and it's like it really messes up plans.
You would have think
first it was Reed, then it was Breaker, then it was Logan, and it's like all right.
Yeah, I would have thought Danhausen cursed him.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. We don't know.
You are cursed. Give me human monies.
But yeah, I got Seth winning here. Sorry, I know you got Braun Breaker winning, but
via Bronson Reed tsunami return.
I mean, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seth too, but
Seth. All right. All right. Let's get to the Queen of the Ring tournament finals, which we have Io Sky versus the champion Liv Morgan.
Can I say
I actually disagree with real quick.
The Queen of the Ring is annoying. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like the Queen of the Ring, like tournament files. Like I hate it. I love the concept when they had the pay-per-view separately back in the day, and everybody was on the same card, and it was just focused on the.
Not only that, you found out who would win that night.
Yeah, it's like now it's like,
but obviously it's like now it's everything. Everything is stretched over. For so many weeks and whatnot. So it's like,
and I feel like it's in the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring are in name only. It's not the same it used to be.
It needs to be its own.
It's not a tournament.
It should be a tournament. First of all, don't get me started on the Fatal 4-Way. But anyways, like just taking away from this, like I don't feel like Night of Champions should be like the pay-per-view for this type. It
should be Crown Jewel, in my opinion. Crown Jewel, King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel would be perfect because it's royalty.
But having said that, what's your pick?
It's a tough one.
Go ahead, Henry. You first, buddy.
No, it's a tough one. I'm trying to think. Soto, go first.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
I'm going with Io Sky.
I agree with Soto. Yeah.
I think you have to have Io Sky win this.
I think this is a clean sweep.
Yeah, and then run it back for the championship.
But
I mean,
I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this. I disagree with you guys about Liv Morgan. She shouldn't have gotten this far. I think as long as Io Sky wins, I think this was a decent.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail. As long as Io Sky wins.
If Liv wins, then I will question it. Yes.
Well, the rumor I heard was I've read a couple online about it. It's about Stephanie Becerra making her return and somehow costing Liv the chance to be the queen of the ring, which would be interesting.
Well, as long as someone costs her, I would have gotten. If I was building storylines, real quick, like I said a few weeks ago, if I was building storylines, I would have Raquel turn.
Well, it's funny you said that because that's where my next point was. It's like now you're starting to see the cracks within the females in the Judgment Day, right? It looks like Roxanne is already sick of Liv Morgan shit. The fact that Liv is like me, and me, but then doesn't acknowledge Roxanne, and then I think slowly but surely, I think Raquel is starting to see the same thing.
Raquel's a star.
Liv suggested, Raquel, you should go after Soul in the IC Championship. Now, that's something I would love to see, but look what Liv is doing. She's manipulating everybody. It's like, all right, if we go this way, you go this way.
What if we get stuff? Like I said, yeah.
What if we get some like insane swerve? Just throwing it out there, like it's like a double turn and a return at the same time. Like
they're not creative enough to do that anymore.
You're probably right.
Be shocked.
You're probably right, but I'm saying it sort of, if you realistically put all the clues together in this feud,
I like
Stephanie Becerra coming back to cost Liv, and then
that would be great.
Raquel and Roxanne getting blamed for Liv losing, and then they just both lose their shit on her, and they just both turn.
See, I think that's a bad way to do the turn. I think you have Raquel and Roxy.
Listen.
Have Roxy get in Raquel's ear. Have Roxy kind of manipulate Raquel and feed into it, and then Raquel just finally loses it.
I don't think they need to do it like that.
To be honest with you, if they plan to use, let's say, Stephanie Becerra in this situation, you might also want. You're also looking at a triple threat between Sky, Morgan, and Becerra.
Listen, Io Sky and Stephanie Becerra fighting.
I think it would be Becerra and Liv Morgan because Io Sky would be queen of the ring and then go on to other things. But I would love to see that.
But it's a clean sweep here. We all said Io, so
yeah.
Clean sweep.
All right. Now we go to the King of the Ring tournament finals.
Kill me, please.
Jey Uso versus Obafemi.
As much as I want to say it's going to be the ruler, we all know in our hearts it's going to be Jey Uso.
Because of Brock Lesnar. It's so predictable. You can see it a mile away.
Yeah,
it is because of Brock Lesnar.
I mean, just Obafemi in his promo calling Brock Lesnar a coward, taunting him, and all that. It just screams interference.
And he said, "I thought you would come out this time." Foreshadowing much?
Exactly. So,
like we can't read into that. Come on now, WWE. You gotta get.
I definitely see. You could definitely predict a ref bump in this situation. I'm going.
Or Brock. Brock comes in and just wrecks the ref.
And then, as much as everyone wants to see Obafemi,
I think it's gonna be a ref bump, guaranteed.
Yeah.
We are getting Obafemi versus Roman soon.
No. I think it's too soon. I think we're getting it, but I just think it's too soon. And
I would have Oba go over. Obviously, I can't, dude. I don't want to see Jey Uso.
Listen, I'm gonna say this,
but they'll do it because they hate me. Clearly,
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'll piggyback on Mitch and Solo's point. If and when we get Oba versus Roman, WWE has a chance to turn Oba into the next biggest superstar.
Remember what I said? So agreed, but remember what I told you? I think it was last week or the week before. I would wait. That's a Mania match. That is a wrestle. No. That is a WrestleMania build match. You don't do that until Mania.
Oba and Roman?
Yes, and then you have Oba win the title.
You're absolutely right. Which is why I said Obafemi winning the King of the Ring. It's too soon.
I agree. That's why I see it. I see what you're saying. It's just why does it have to be Jay?
Yeah.
Yeet.
I would have preferred Javon Evans, to be honest with you.
But listen, it's one of those. All right, so it's one of those things where everybody is expecting Brock to show up, right? But then the other interesting factor, right, is the Solo Sikoa situation.
I mean, that's also
the fact that Solo is by himself.
He's gonna fall in line.
And will Solo fall in line, or will he be that one rebel? I think eventually he falls in line.
He's been the one. He's been the one outsider who's been kind of toying with it for a while now, and I think that's leading to him falling. If Jacob Fatu falls in line, come on now.
Yeah. Okay, so the consensus is
I love you, Solo.
Don't forget, we're gonna at some point. I think Zilla is gonna be part of here too. So let's not forget that.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Zilla.
Everybody's gonna end up joining the bloodline. It's gonna be bigger than ever.
I don't know about the MFTs. I think they might be spun off by themselves. We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
Remember, they're part of.
I think they could shine on their own. Honestly.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Or are they going to fall in line?
We're starting to see shades of the old Roman, right? The Roman Empire, right? The one where it's like, smash them and whatnot. We saw that when what's it called? When Roman orders Solo to take out the comedian. What was his name? Andre.
Andre. The guy with that crazy late night show. I know what you're talking about.
I
watched the show.
Eric Andre. There you go. So you saw the aggression.
This celebrity shit's got to stop. But anyways, go ahead.
Oh yeah. All right, and then the main event. We have a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship: Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn, who just snuck into that match.
So if I was writing creative, I would have a roundabout way for Gunther to finally go over, but they won't. They will have Cody win.
100%. And I hate that we're agreeing so much, but when it comes to WWE, it's becoming a little predictable.
It's a little predictable, a little, but no. I can literally tell you the whole card how it's going to happen.
Sami Zayn was put into this match to protect Gunther.
Absolutely.
Sami Zayn will be the one taking the pin here.
I was just going to say that he's taking the pin.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, what would be interesting, right, is if Gunther, pins or takes out Sami Zayn and wins the championship match, right?
How do you protect Gunther when he's already been squashed twice by Cody?
Right, yeah. But I feel like this is one of those key strange situations where Cody has the victory set in stone, and then Gunther comes out of the blue.
I will give them credit if they actually do something creative and find a roundabout way, like Gunther pinning Sammy, maybe.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Because in that case you protect Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we know where this is heading. Cody Rhodes is definitely retaining here. Yeah. And then obviously
where are we heading to Cody Lander?
Well,
no, they're not.
Not yet.
Do that
not yet.
The merchandise is
and then you have those rumors that once CM Punk
trolling,
returns,
I wish
he's going to be SmackDown bound. I mean,
I've heard that too. I think it's going to go into a program with Cody immediately.
Yeah, right into the main event.
If that's going to be the person who dethrones Cody as CM Punk.
Have you seen his workout pictures? He looks like he's on roids.
Yeah,
he's jacked.
Yeah, so.
All right. So then some key things that happened on Monday Night Raw. If you didn't tune in, obviously you saw the heel turn of Lyra Valkyria turning on Bayley.
It's about time.
Absolutely. And what I liked about this is that in the beginning of their friendship or partnership, everyone thought, including myself, that it was Bayley. That Bayley was going to be the one to turn. And they made the right call here. I mean, I think the whole thing with Lyra's character was getting a little stale, and
Dude, they had her stagnant for like a year.
Yeah, so this is great.
She would have to go back.
I think she's a star, but you got to put her in the right position. Yeah. I've been saying she needs to turn heel. She needs to turn
I'm gonna say this, like this was. I'm gonna say whose dilemma this was. This was honestly, Soda could agree with me with this one too. This was the Roxanne Perez dilemma.
Yeah,
like, nobody knew what she could do.
Right.
As a
they didn't know how to use it.
She was getting drive, and then as a heel, it like changed her character, gave her that confidence, and made her into who she is now. That it's basically if you think about that complex, that's basically Lyra Valkyria.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So
yeah, no, again, this is well needed though. This is a fresh start for Lyra. This is exactly what what was needed. Now you have a heel Lyra that has tons of potential, right? And listen, it was the right call. It's simple as that. It was,
and the matchups are fresh now. Now she's got fresh matchups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we saw Chad Gable, right?
I love this.
Yeah,
I love this.
Trying to apologize to the Alpha Academy. And just when Otis was about to accept that apology, it was Maxine Dupree who was like, "Nope, I'm not buying it." And
I kind of like that.
I like it, but it shows what's going to happen with Maxine. Obviously, we've seen the backstage segments of her talking.
I'm gonna say this though.
Fury.
They need to split them up. That
was one of her. Like, that's the thing. I think she's always been pretty good in the mic. That was like one of her breakout promos there, honestly, where
she should be a manager for someone bigger. Yeah,
we saw another character layer to her,
like
with that. So yeah, like it's interesting because like if you really go into it, it's just like, oh,
yeah.
Real quick,
is this part of the heel turn coming? That's supposedly coming.
I think this is like the buildup.
Yeah. So. Chad Gable, I love what they're okay. So here and there, they get little W's, like with Chad Gable. They're finally pushing him. I love the theme music. I think it fits him beautifully. I love it. Except he acts like a male cheerleader when he gets in the ring doing that dance with it. That's a little weird from an Olympic gold, Olympic wrestler. But they're finally leaning into what we've all been saying. Lean into the Kurt Angle more. They're finally doing it.
Yep.
They're letting him do the angle slam. He is the new Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too. Just piggybacking off what Soto said, good point. The backstage promos with Maxine Dupree. Obviously, we know this is her leading to her heel turn. But
where is she going to go from here? Who is she going to be with?
I think the Vision. I think she straight up joined the Vision.
That's interesting.
That would be an interesting. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like
I'd put her with a.
That's been the number one complaint from wrestling fans.
I feel like the Vision right now. The Vision right now is hurting, right? And even though this was one of the best promos we have seen from Maxine Dupree, just to have Paul Heyman be your voice, I think just does wonders. But I think the Vision needs another person.
Well, for somebody that can hold their promos on their own, like you said already. Yeah. With Paul Heyman
from Mr. Brock Lesnar.
Not even that. It's not even that. So it's like you made a good point. Like Paul Heyman does wonders.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's not even that.
He's a master politician and manipulator.
It's just the fact that the Vision is clearly hurting with the number of injuries. Now, again, going back to Bronson Reed, we've seen him train. We've seen the pictures of but we don't know when exactly his return is, right? And then Logan Paul. I gotta give credit because any other wrestler I think would have taken that time off to recover. But he's shown his face week after week. That's dedication.
I think he knows the gripe on him and the stain over his name is like, oh, he's over here. He goes away. I think he's like, okay. I think he is self-aware.
Yeah, he's definitely I think he's definitely understanding and embracing the wrestling.
Yeah, he is, and that I have to respect that, even though I don't respect him.
100%. Whether you like his character or not, but it's.
But
No, I
didn't he
like
say
his
that he was
character. I
gonna
don't
lock
like
in?
his
I remember that.
human. I don't like his personal character.
Oh,
I like
okay,
him.
gotcha.
I was just gonna say, like,
I like his
didn't he
character.
say recently that he was gonna lock in anyway? Like that once he signed on full time with WWE meant they
Yeah.
had him full time.
Yeah.
He basically said that that's what he was gonna do. He's gonna dedicate himself
Yeah,
to
and he's
what
done
he's
it.
with.
And he's done it.
And I think the switch to that new "Be Humble" theme song has done wonders for him.
Yeah. So, where does Chad go from here? I mean, I think we're going to see weeks go by of him trying to, apologize, right, to his former mates. But I mean, I think honestly, this is going to turn into a heel turn by Maxine Dupree. I think this right here, this whole Chad Gable apology will cement her heel turn.
So Chad's gonna stay face, but I think he ultimately does take the Intercontinental title from Pendo.
Yeah, I mean that, or listen. Right now he is scheduled to face JD McDonough, which I think it will lead to a match against Dominic Mysterio.
Match.
Dominic Mysterio is a champion in AAA.
Yeah, I'm talking about JD McDonough squash match.
So you have. I'm saying.
So
what you're saying is you have Chad Gable run it back in AAA as Chad Gable.
I think it would be
no, not yet. No, too soon. He's got build and popularity in the main WWE now.
But
he's getting pushed.
That does
he's
WWE likes to
traction.
They like to foreshadow things. We know, even though the booking has been.
I would keep him here. I think he's doing great right now.
But I'm saying it's eventually. I'm saying eventually down the line, how WWE likes to foreshadow things.
Yeah, but maybe like a year or two, not anytime soon.
It won't be 2 years. It'll be 6 to 8 months down the line. I think a year.
I think he's gonna have a very big run in WWE. He's gonna be the new Kurt Angle. I think he should be pushed to the main event.
Yeah.
Eventually. The only person being Penta right now is, I would say,
and main event people are not going to AAA. I'm sorry. If you're already established in WWE, right?
And then obviously we saw on Monday Night Raw the Street Profits win the tag titles.
That was the right call.
Yeah, it absolutely was. With help from Seth Rollins and the returning Joe Hendry.
They haven't been champions.
Joe Hendry, where did he disappear from?
Yeah, I
think he was injured.
Yeah, he was taken out by Theory, and then they didn't utilize him for 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, not just that. Even before that, his character kind of got diluted and kind of stagnant.
It got stale.
Yeah,
it got
stale. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Again, big victory for the Street Profits.
Joe Hendry needs Booker T. He needs Booker T on commentary.
They give the tag team division a breath of a new, fresh breath of new air.
One whiff of oxygen because they need more tag team, big tag team. They need Enzo and Cass. They need it now.
Hey, guess what? They want the smoke. Just saying.
Yep.
I think Enzo and Cass are money. I think that has to happen.
And expect the Street Profits to return the favor and help Rollins this Saturday.
Well, obviously, yeah. For sure.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to NXT. As you know, NXT's The Great American Bash will take place on Sunday, which kind of will go head to head with AEW's Forbidden Door.
That's they're so dumb. I think they're stupid doing that because AEW Forbidden Door is gonna completely.
It's gonna obliterate them. It's gonna. I mean, they should have done what they did. Or what they usually do is put the time slot earlier, but you're going head to head with
a pettiness thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to add to that too.
It might do a minor dent to AEW's numbers, but
it's going to do more of a dent to NXT numbers.
It is being petty, but it's also just them. WWE's mind. They think that putting the heavy hitters hitting the heavy hitters on their card. Plus, it being an iconic WCW pay-per-view is going to attract more fans.
Yeah.
That's what they
but do they not understand that times are changing? AEW is going to overshadow NXT, and you're not going to get as many eyes on NXT now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're self-aware enough to realize that yet. So go ahead,
all right, so let's go through the card real quick. So we have Shiloh Hill versus Tristan Angels. listen, I'll keep it simple, guys. I think it's Tristan Angels.
I like
like
Tristan Angel. See,
I
yeah,
like
he's a
Tristan
little
Angels
bit
too.
kind of like pretty deadly. I could see him going with Kit
This
Wilson.
boy.
But I like it. I like Tristan Angels.
It's an interesting story, interesting character.
Boy.
Yeah, this one, to be honest with you, is a coin flip because I also like Shiloh Hill.
Yeah, me too.
No, I do. I was gonna say I actually like me some Shiloh Hill. I like the conspiracy stuff he does on YouTube.
Yeah, Shiloh again.
He's a very that dude is smart. Very.
I think
smart
we talked about it. Like Shiloh Hill has shades of Bray.
He is an intelligent man. He is for the young kid that he is. He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
They need to lean into that more. They need to kind of lean into like the psychological aspect of him and kind of let him like do that. I would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have the former stable teammates of Dark State.
Yeah.
Saquon Sugars versus Dion Lennox.
Dead State. I'm gonna call them Dead State from now on.
Yeah. They're pretty much like they're wrapping up that
Sugars was all they had going on.
Yeah,
that was just as bad. It's just as bad as Retribution.
And Sugars did a tremendous promo.
Might as well just put masks on them at this point. Yeah.
If you didn't catch it, I would suggest you.
I saw it. Yeah, no.
It was amazing.
I've always known Sugars is money. Yeah.
Yeah. I got Sugars here.
It's not even close. If they don't have Sugars go over, they're deleted.
Yeah, it's Saquon Sugars. That promo alone, I think just the way they've been pushing him.
He's always been a rising star in mine.
It makes sense. It just makes sense here.
Yeah.
And I agree with Mitch with instead of it being Dark State, it's Dead State because that group is done.
Yeah. Then you have the WWE Speed Championship, Ren Sinclair versus Ariana Grace. I think this is where Ariana Grace captures another gold.
Yeah. I thought you guys were going to go the other way. I think Ariana Grace is money. I think she should be pushed. She's really good.
Listen, I think after Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray went their separate ways, I'm like, okay, cool. And
Ren's great. Don't get me wrong, but I think Ariana needs spotlight to shine.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
I think this. If you think about it like this, booking wise,
it runs in the blood.
You get
Yep, you can tell she's coming from a wrestling family.
I knew you were gonna say birthright. I fucking knew you were gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean the entertainment runs in the blood.
The only thing I don't understand about the birthright is why is Tax there? Who is he? I don't think he has a favorite dad. Does he?
No.
The plan was.
Yeah. So what is he doing there? One of these things is not like the other situation. So
it's just the fact that he, dates.
I know, but it kind of adds a weird deluded aspect.
I think with Ren Sinclair losing, I think she's going to lose Ariana Grace too, and I think it's smart to push Ariana Grace. But it fits the birthright thing. But the other part I was going to say was they're planning on pushing Ren this year, so probably push her up into the North American Championship scene. I think that's where the next direction.
Let Ariana.
To be honest with you, I think losing the Speed Championship here, I don't know if we'll get a more serious side to Ren. And kind of like, I don't know, maybe turn heel, maybe eventually feud with her best friend.
Too obvious. A heel turn is too obvious for her.
That title is the most meaningless title around without Speed as a show anymore.
Yeah,
they might as well retire it.
It's a 3-minute match.
They need to retire it.
Yeah, but I think they get a lot of money for that, so I think that's why they just.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna get the Dude Wipes Championship. Watch.
So you saying they're just gonna wear the championship on the ass?
No, I'm saying they'll do anything for money.
I'm being dead ass though. You're gonna have do wipes. Why not? You're gonna have to wear the championship on their ass. I'm being dead ass though.
Well, you're gonna have like a brown stain on the title.
Oh God. Anyway, let's keep going to the next topic. So I think
we got for the NXT North American Championship, Miles Bourne versus Tavion Heights. To be honest with you guys, this match does absolutely nothing for me.
Miles Bourne doesn't go over.
I mean, yes, like there's history because both both were members of the No Quarter Catch crew. But to be honest with you, there was just no.
You mean the rank QC? Yeah.
The No Brainer Butt crew.
There's just no build around this, and it's like
I don't know. I just find. For me, like personally, I find them both to be like,
No, Miles Bourne has potential, but they're not using.
But right now, no, I'm saying right now, I just find him to be Like
because
I'm
they're
not saying
not
they don't have
because
potential,
of how they're using him. Right.
Their characters are just like one's like I'm trying to like one's trying to be like almost like Kurt Angle, and the other one's trying to be like another version of Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. He does have shades of Randy
and
Orton.
it's just I know, and that's fine.
And there's already a
does your
Kurt Angle. His name is
character? Does your character have to like?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Somebody like I'm not trying to like take shots, but I'm trying to be real.
No, you're
as
right.
real as it can be. Like you don't want it to be like you don't want to kill a wrestler's momentum by putting a shit character or shit concept for a character on him, and it doesn't work or go over. And I don't know if it's not Miles' fault because I know Miles Bourne's come leaps and bounds since he started.
I think
so. Real quick, WWE's doing what every other company's doing in shitification. They are recycling old threads and old storylines instead of coming up with original content.
Yeah. I just hope, and forgive me if this comes out the wrong way. With Miles Bourne, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there.
Because of how they're putting
right.
it, like the spots they're putting him in.
Right. Like the whole thing is you could compare him with Randy Orton and whatnot. Okay.
You need more than that.
You see shades of that. But I think with the fact that he has a, real life disability, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that's
I think you should focus on that. The fact that he has that, he's always an underdog, and that could be his storyline.
See that's sort of like the Jey Uso.
You build like a third
sense
sense into him because he can't hear.
Yeah,
like,
I'm saying.
Yes,
I
agree.
Yeah, I agree. But like sort of do it how they do with Daniel Bryan, Jey Uso. There's been so many underdogs. Rey Mysterio over the years.
Yeah,
that you can build into that. You could build into that. They've never really, if you think about it, I don't think they've ever really built into like a wrestling like a disability type storyline.
No, it's a new
Correct
thing.
me if I'm wrong.
No.
It's been like this.
Well, they didn't. I was gonna say Zach Allen, but he was squashed.
No. But I'm gonna say, but a lot of times they did those tropes to more make fun of it as opposed to like somebody actually.
Right.
They haven't done the trope that somebody's dealing with it and then overcoming tremendous odds.
That's more of a new age trope, and they should.
Yeah, and that's more of a feel good trope as opposed to one of those comedies. So that's what I'm trying to say.
He could be a hero for deaf people everywhere. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Next match on the card, you have the NXT Women's North American Championship, Zarya versus Tatum Paxley.
We know where you're going with this.
I'm not even going to respond because
I already know.
No, I want to hear. I want to hear So's answer.
See ya, Paxley.
Oh, come on! You really need him to say it.
See ya, main roster bound.
Paxley is amazing, but Zarya's going to win.
Listen, no disrespect to Paxley. Because I love her work, I love her character, and she's put in the work. I just think
stop the momentum.
Yeah, Zarya's ever since she, separated herself from Sol Ruka, she's been a monster. So.
And I will say that's one of the turns they did right. That was a beautiful turn.
Yeah. On a heat? You mean on a heater?
Because it was unexpected. I miss the surprises. There's not many surprises anymore in WWE modern day.
Yeah, and
this was the Zarya that was overseas wrestling
though. Real quick, the fact that Paxley, there's all these rumors about her moving up, right?
Yeah.
Again, we don't know if it's Raw or SmackDown, and the fact that Lyra has gone through this change of character, I don't know if that's going to be her first feud, but it would be an interesting one. So,
I think she's going to be stagnant until like October, and then they'll have her like off, and then they'll bring her in, and then she will probably lose a few times, and then they won't know what to do with her, and then hopefully they'll figure it out. Like they do with everyone else.
I think what they're going to do, I think what it makes sense to do down the line is if you're bringing Tatum Paxley to the main roster. I know she's a face right now, but she's done healing face. Just make her a tweener.
Yeah,
and I know everybody's saying
that. Haven't been doing that very well lately.
I'm gonna say they said Lyra technically turned heel. We don't know if she's a full heel turn.
I mean,
just like she's mad at. I know she did, but if she's just mad at Bayley,
I get what you're saying, but no.
If it's another tweener thing, because
she needs to lean into
it. Remnants of this feels like they're going to reunite Lyra and Tatum at some point. down the line.
I think so.
I don't want any lukewarm stuff. If you're gonna do it, lean into it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they both play tweeners. They both can play tweeners well. So that's why I'm throwing.
There's not many tweeners on the main roster, but I see
All
what
right.
you're saying.
Let's move on to the NXT Women's Championship match: Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray.
I'm going with Lola Vice. I think Lola's money.
Yeah,
they're both money, but I think Lola is hot right now.
I think this is a tough one because the only way I see Lola losing is if you're moving her up to.
I think Lola is ready for the main roster. I was just about to say.
I'm going to say that. I think if Lola retains, if she's not going up to the main roster.
That's the only way you have her lose.
You guys are right. Lola is main roster bound. And that's
she
why
fits the role they need that they don't have in my
opinion.
opinion.
It's only fitting to have, Kendall Gray, who everybody calls the female version of Kurt Angle, to win at the Great American Bash.
There's too many new Kurt Angles.
But
I get what you're saying. I'm joking.
She's like, I don't know. She is the next megastar.
Right. No, she's gonna get there, but she needs a little more character development. I think Lola's character development's already there.
What do you think? She needs a little bit more seasoning?
Yes. But I think Lola is already there.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? And no disrespect to Lola.
The little sazon season.
Salt Bay. The Salt Bay, man.
No disrespect to Lola. She's one to turn a lot of heads.
Yeah, for a multitude of reasons.
Because I think, a lot of people thought... I think a lot of people thought, oh yeah, she's just a pretty face and that's it. No. But no, she has actually risen up.
She's a spicy Latina. She's got some moxie.
And she's got that MMA background. So hello.
So if she goes into the main roster, we know she's going to SmackDown.
100%. 100%.
So I'm gonna say that, and I'm saying.
I just hope they don't stagnate her too.
Obviously, I did say on one of my earlier predictions, I did say that Kendall Gray will win a championship this year on NXT, and that's looking like. I'm going to be right.
Yeah.
So I will say, I will agree with you guys. The only way Lola loses is if they're putting her.
She's going to. It makes no sense if you're not putting her on the main roster.
I agree.
She retains.
I agree with you. I agree.
If she loses, she goes up to the main roster because at that point you just killed her character and killed the momentum.
Right.
And I don't think Shawn Michaels is going to do that to them. So now,
but then it's going to be a slow burn like they did with Sol Ruca, and I'm afraid of that. But
then we have the main event. Tony D'Angelo defending the NXT Championship against Naraku.
I love him. I love Evil.
And to be honest with you, I think I'm probably wrong.
I'm still gonna call him Evil.
I'm probably wrong, but I actually want Naraku to win here.
No, 100%. He has to win.
I didn't hesitate.
I'm sorry
to say Naraku just because number one, obviously we know him as Evil, but it's Naraku in WWE. Yeah. But if you ever seen him wrestle and the type of promos he cuts and things like that, dude's a beast.
Yeah.
I get a transitional champion from Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah. I don't think Tony. I'm gonna say this: Tony D wasn't transitional. I think that elevated Tony to where he had the potential to be.
He was a placeholder for either Mason Rooks or Naraku.
Yeah, but now
to be honest with you, this version of Tony D'Angelo, it's like.
It started out good and then it got weak.
I don't know. I'm just personally, for me,
they need to have it.
I'm not feeling it.
Came back.
Yeah, I agree. I the first week or so, I was like, okay, there's something here, and then they dropped the ball.
No, what I was going to say is how they should do it was, how he was attacking faces and heels. He just didn't give a shit, and his music was just.
But then he got attacked changed multiple times. Yeah.
But I'm saying, the way they built that up and set it up was beautiful. Like if they could do something
and then
like that again, if they could do something like that with him on the main roster, and you just have him just be like a fucking silent hunter, and he just comes with that music.
I think he would get lost on the main roster right now, man.
No, he'd be in the
Tony D'Angelo.
He'd be in the mid card.
No, I don't. I think he would get lost, and then he would get released eventually.
To be honest,
because they wouldn't know what to do with him. They wouldn't know what to do.
To be honest with you, it gives me like shades of not Gunther, Rusev.
No, definitely. No, Rusev's on a slow.
No,
trajectory
Rusev's run before he got released.
Oh,
where it's like they didn't know what.
No, not even that. I think Rusev was way more over Tony's now.
I don't. But here's the thing, though. Remember, that was back in the time when like they had the Vince booking. This is a little bit different now, so we got to think of it as both sides.
Yeah, but this is worse, if you ask me.
Yeah, but they have a lot of like fucking TV soap opera writers and shit like that too. But they actually have wrestlers there too.
That's just my opinion.
But yeah, there's something there. But it would be a slow burn, and I honestly think he would just be a mid card scene.
I think he would get used as a jobber. I think he would get jobbed out and then be released because they wouldn't have anything for him.
Maybe.
All right,
which is unfortunate. I like him.
But everybody picked Naraku, right?
Yeah.
All
right, so let's go through our predictions for AEW's Forbidden Door, which
this is a good one.
I thought it was going to be quicker than that.
Forbidden Door. I do hope they get those visa issues sorted out before the.
I hope they don't just use Leo Rush on ROH anymore and put him where he deserves to be.
And guys, here's a miracle: it's only 8 matches on the card. Instead of like 17.
We don't have the double pre-show.
No.
Leo Rush
doesn't look like
the double pre-show. The 0 hour and then hour 1 for free.
we kick things off. We kick things off with the 3-way tag team match, right? You have the Young Bucks versus Místico and Máscara Dorada versus Shingo and Titan.
Hey,
the Young Bucks
I love AEW's presentation of Místico. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now with his music, the slow music, and everybody just singing his music, and it's like this is the version of Místico we never got in WWE.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the they watered him down to a point that he just wasn't himself.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
AEW's doing better with ex-WWE guys than WWE ever did.
And this could have been what had in WWE.
I love what they did with Andrade and Leo Rush. That was so funny.
Yeah. But isn't this crazy? If you think about it, Soto, this is
Who's here?
Who's here? I'm going to be honest with you. With Místico, this is they dropped the ball moment because this is what they envisioned him being in WWE. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were grooming him to be the next Rey Mysterio at that point, right? With his signing and how they hyped him up and everything.
But there was a lot of problems with his in-ring ability.
Yeah.
Obviously in AEW, he's sharpened.
Ray
them.
Was Ray adapted to the WWE.
But I think back then when he was in WWE, there was too much pressure on him.
I don't think
because of what you said, they were trying to shape him to be the next Rey Mysterio.
Right. I like Vince didn't see him as a top guy at all when he tried it and he's like, I don't see this.
Yeah. All right, so we all got the Young Bucks, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
It makes no sense anything else.
We have the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match. You have Shota Umino versus Pac.
I don't even know who Shota Umino is.
And you know what? I actually think he's going to beat Pac.
I don't even know who he is.
So just knowing how pay-per-views with cross-branded promotions usually go, they usually go back and forth. Who's going to win? So I would say probably they're going to start off with New Japan Pro Wrestling with the dub. So yeah, Shota Umino. Yep.
Yeah, Pac's getting old.
I don't even think that. I think it's just they're going to keep this swing of Pac being.
Yeah, I need to learn more about this guy.
Pac's losing streak and Pac just losing his shit. I think this is his exit. Going to be his exit from Death Riders, honestly.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna throw that out there. I think this is gonna be his exit from Death Riders.
Maybe from AEW because he's kind of
banger match incoming for the AEW Continental Championship. Jon Moxley's versus Bandito.
Well, Moxley.
Yeah,
but Bandito's good. I
love Bandito, and the fact that, like, I guess the creative way of utilizing Bandito, whether it's pushing him to be a single star or pushing him to be in a tag team, like I just love like his whole presentation. But here in a match with Jon Moxley, Jon Moxley is absolutely destroying him.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, not destroying him, but definitely beating him.
Going over. Right.
All right, AEW World Tag Team Championship match. You have Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus David Finlay and Clark Connors.
This is an easy one that we're all going to just say. There's no way Copeland and Christian are losing. Let's go to the next match.
But they put them over. I don't think they're
deserving. Let's just go to the next match.
I don't think they put them over, and then obviously Copeland and Cage are not going to lose the championships that quickly. Yeah,
and the way they had them attack Cope and Cage was kind of lame in my opinion. Let's copy them and do 5-second pose. It looked really
this is a clean sweep. Two matches in a row. John Moxley and now Adam Copeland and actually 3 matches. Then we had the Young Bucks.
But it's so here's the caveat. It's so predictable they might swerve. So
yeah.
No.
All right. No. And we have AEW Women's World Championship match. Tekla versus Starlight Kid. For those who don't know.
Tekla and not even dude. These are clean sweeps to me.
So it just makes sense now. See how we were talking about the first match Soto being New Japan Pro Wrestling. This match just screams AEW.
Tekla is a star.
I mean, and Starlight Kid is from Stardom, 24 years old, a former, Wonder of Stardom champion, among other accolades. But, again, this is one of these matchups where it's like, all right, the Rebel Tekla getting back at her old company.
Tekla's the new Toni Storm. I feel she's the best female wrestler on that roster.
Yeah, I love Tekla here. There's no way Tekla is losing that AEW World Championship.
Absolutely
not to the Stardom.
So this is as easy as it.
It's not. That's not happening. It's Tekla. It's another.
That's another person I was on from like a year ago before she ever popped off. I saw it. Yep.
The Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Final: Mercedes Moné versus Maya World.
Well, they're gonna have Moné win, obviously.
Yeah, I mean the Cinderella run has come to an end for Maya World.
She's lost all the titles. They're not gonna have her keep losing.
We've covered this in this podcast where Mercedes Moné has been able to capture every single title except the Women's World Champion, and I think this is the first step.
Except humility.
Yeah, I mean, she could get any championship before her hiatus. I think after hiatus, that championship, that AEW Women's World Championship, is the way to go for Mercedes Moné. So yeah, Mercedes Moné.
I don't want to see her back at the top yet. She's still kind of like I'm kind of still
no. It's in her contract. It's in her contract.
I know. She's got a Rock contract. I know. I'm just saying. I don't want to see it, but it's going to happen. It's gonna be
as in the words of the Big
like
Show.
Jey Uso. Sorry.
As in the words of the Big Show, I have an ironclad contract.
He's got ironclad good.
I have ironclad. Remember he had the iron. Remember what was it? The one time they had him with the ironclad contract, and they couldn't fire him. They couldn't do shit to him.
Yeah,
he was untouchable. And then he lost that clause. So I'm just saying, like that's how basically her contract is. Like she has the ironclad contract.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she does. She deserves it though, because guess what? She lost all her damn titles.
No, it's all politics.
We talked about this. We talked about this before. At
least they had her lose. I thought they would just have her like win, because she has such an ego that she can't. I didn't think she would lose willingly.
Yeah.
Well, all the promoters said she didn't. All the promoters said they picked her to win or lose, she didn't care. She just was happy to.
I call cap on that, but okay.
And then the main event. The steel cage match. Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Takeshita, and Darby Allin versus MJF. Yes.
I would have put. This is where I would have put Leo Rush. I would have put them with Orange Cassidy. Put him with Orange Cassidy with that little dynamic they got going on. Like he's crazy, but
I think you could, but I think when it comes to Leo Rush, I think they're going to do the same thing that WWE is doing with Danhausen. I think, honestly, as weeks go by, Leo Rush's popularity is increasing, so
Leo Rush is a much slower burn than Danhausen with WWE. Yes.
But yeah, big match, steel cage match, 6 versus 6.
Is this a traditional cage, or is this going to be a bigger cage? Because this is.
I think there might be a bigger cage, 2 rings. It's gonna kind of. I think it's gonna look like what WWE does.
I'm still not very familiar with Kevin.
I want that cage from Ready to Rumble, bro. Like they need to make that shit.
Wish in one hand and crap in the other, and see which one
the
gets
3 stages. What is it?
Yes.
The 3 stages of.
I don't know what it was, but listen, that concept has never been done ever since.
And it's never going to be done because it's an injury waiting to happen.
I mean,
it's a.
I think there's gonna be multiple injuries in this match.
Oh, it's AEW. When is that not
this
there?
match? Well, let's see. We already
easily.
But yeah, if you add to that cage to it, like you're
easily. You look at the
ER
field.
full.
Easily, you look at the field. Darby Allin is doing some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Darby
him
Allin,
and I think Kevin Knight, both of them.
Maybe.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm still learning more about Kevin Knight.
But Soto, look at this match as who's been injured a lot too. And injury history tells a lot here. Roderick Strong's been out for a minute. Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Darby Allin. MJF.
Yeah.
Kyle
so then
Fletcher.
maybe they get down spots a lot where they're
you know what? I got the good guys winning here. I got Mark Briscoe's team winning.
I got Briscoe.
Yeah, I think the final nail in the coffin is going to be Takesha. I think he's going to be the one that does the final blow in the match. Honestly,
I think
he's kind of like.
I think, to be honest with you, in
unknown here, yeah.
In MJF's team, I think maybe Jake Dole takes the pin here. I mean, who knows? Listen, we know that Andrade has
Kevin Knight.
Yeah. Andrade has beef with MJF, so we're gonna see, the next chapter into.
I'm liking Andrade's character.
Yeah, I mean, again, AEW has been utilizing him very well, very well.
I'm impressed, honestly.
All right, so before we wrap up, we have.
Can I say one thing about Okada real quick?
Yeah.
His comedic timing is still on point.
Yeah, but how old is Okada now? 45?
Okada? No, he's like.
Hold on.
I think Okada's like 36, 37.
Oh, 38. I thought he was like in his 40s. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, 38.
He's been around so long. Okay. Well,
yeah.
But
he started very young.
He's still in his prime then.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So, by the way, to mention about the Forbidden Door thing that I mentioned earlier about the Beast issues, I think right now it looks like it's the Beast, Mortos, and Commander. And also Sheeta and Jamie Hayter are right now having issues.
Oh, so those were probably like pre-shows.
Jamie Hayter's have, Britain.
Yeah, so it looks like those are the ones that they were saying online. I know I saw a Beast Mortos.
Why are they having such issues with that?
I don't know, per se.
Maybe it's the AEW, like the department that handles that is not on point as much as WWE is.
But I think the final battle in that match, though, I think the faces win. Obviously, we know that.
Yeah, I
makes
agree.
sense. But I think it's going to be Takeshita and Okada battling out at the end. I'm just going to throw
But I like Andrade, MJF, Okada, even the former Jake Doyle is doing good. I like that.
It won't be the usual Okada. I'm sure in the match you're going to see Okada say "bitch" like he usually does to somebody.
It wouldn't shock me if they win, but I see the faces going over.
Faces are winning. Faces are definitely winning.
I wouldn't be completely shocked though.
Wow, this was a long episode. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's. We got 4 more topics real quick, and then we'll wrap up. So this one's quick. So, top Australian wrestler from Stardom, Xena, expected to sign with the WWE. Again, this is no surprise. I think WWE has been interested in her for some time, and then also the fact that Xena is currently in a relationship with Daga, who recently recently made his return to AAA, as part of the new version of Perros del Mar, which debuted in AAA, and with the new version of Perros del Mar, it consists of
Thank you for saying it.
I've seen her. I just didn't know her by her name. I've seen her.
I would have butchered the name, so even though
I just saw a clip.
So the new group consists of NXT's Carmen Petrovic, NXT's Bronco Nima, Daga, and Angel Umberto. And you know what's crazy?
That's where they should have been in the first place.
You know what's crazy though? The long-term storyline, because back in November, Angel Umberto opened up a package or a box that had a shirt, and the fact that everything came together in June of 2026, It's just crazy to me. But
I'm just glad they didn't release that. I thought they were going to get released after that one spot.
I thought so. I thought so too. But I think they.
I'm so glad they didn't.
Yeah, they recently.
No, they weren't.
I think they have real potential, especially in AAA.
And you know what though? Like they again, you want to generate heat. You want to make an impact. Attack the biggest luchador or the biggest star in AAA. They take out El Grande Americano, and I'm excited. And let me just tell you this: Taker is on fire.
Taker. Well, so Rey Mysterio's the general manager. Taker's the main guy. So it's both of them. They're both on fire.
Yeah.
They both know what the F they're doing.
But if you think about it though, like this is what everybody said back in the day. Rey Mysterio and Undertaker are probably two of the most smartest brains in wrestling.
You know what? This is doing? It's making AAA a destination for wrestlers. They see the creative is good there, and they want to go.
Yeah.
And I know this from the grapevine. I won't say how I know this, but I do know wrestlers that are saying this.
Well, look, I'm going to say this. This is where credit's given due. Triple H had a big part in a lot of this stuff too, just in terms of like the long-term look of everything. And getting all these people in places. Shawn Michaels, mending his bridges with Undertaker,
for sure.
having him do that. Even with Rey Mysterio, everybody. Like you got to.
I might not be the biggest fan of him as a person, Triple H, but I will say this: I don't think it's his fault with what's going on with WWE.
Oh no,
I think it's TKO and the people around him.
I think he gets a lot lot of unnecessary
bad rap.
blame and hate because of it, and But real quick, I think the way that AAA is being run right now, it really, really reminds me of NXT's Black and Gold era.
It's a destination, yes.
Yes, a lot of the indie people, they were like, people
want to work there.
I want to be in WWE because of the NXT Black and Gold era.
I know, I'm not going to name names, but I know indie wrestlers who are frothing at the mouth to get to AAA because they want to be under that regime.
Okay. And then if you didn't know, TNA Wrestling had several talent releases within the past week or so.
TNA's falling apart.
Yeah. Some of them include Tommy Dreamer, who had a backstage and creative role.
Did you hear what happened to Tommy? He's got accusations from multiple people now. Yeah. That's crazy.
Then you have Tessa Blanchard, which she was at a crossroads because WWE, obviously WWE has this partnership with TNA, so there were rumors that WWE didn't like the fact that she was also working with CMLL, which is
the Silva guy is ruining TNA. The top.
Oh no!
I don't think he has really a say.
I just think the fact that Tessa was also working with CMLL, which is also partners with AEW, and it's like.
But now here we are with the WWE petty stuff. It's affecting TNA.
Steve Macklin.
I mean, WWE has good relationships with a lot of promotion, but
they're ruining all their other relationships to be the little stepchild of WWE
because they're going to sell.
I think it's backfiring.
They're going to
sell the what? Their price is going way down. They're losing capital.
Steve Macklin asked for his release, and this one he really had some harsh words against Carlos Silva. So that's that. And then obviously there was a couple of front office people, and even people like Sami Callihan, who again it didn't work out.
I'm going to just be honest. It's Sami Callihan. He's over the hill. He's fat. He needs to get in shape.
No. Not as a performer, though. As a creative.
Oh. He was creative. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I was going to say, okay.
Yeah. And the last topic we have for today, I just had to, it is the fact that AEW may go to Puerto Rico in the near future.
That would be awesome. Someone needs to. Puerto Rico needs.
Yeah. Again, their crowd is. I'm not gonna say one of the the best, but it's definitely one of.
It's undervalued and underrated, in my opinion.
So So in the media call for AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door, he was asked about the possibility of AEW coming to Puerto Rico, right? And this is a report from Fightful, right? And Khan stated, absolutely, that's a tremendous question. Puerto Rico is a priority market in the future. There could be a number of great opportunities. There's a lot of great partnership possibilities, and Puerto Rico's legendary market, wrestling market. So I'm very interested in that, and there's such great fans in Puerto Rico. They love wrestling, and it's a great tradition, and absolutely, I'm very interested in that. So
Puerto Rico was hot in the past.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love it. You know,
we learned when WWE went to Puerto Rico how.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking lit
that's
that
the thing.
was.
You gotta like, it can't be all in the States. You know, kind of branch out.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, it's, WWE branching out is Saudi Arabia.
It's a reason why, you know, AEW
it's where the money is. It's where the money is.
Listen, to this day, one of the biggest pops for any person coming out was probably Puerto Rico that started that trend.
No, they're like Mexico. They're hot.
When Bad Bunny came out, came out, bro, that was a fucking concert, bro.
Even Carlito got a bigger pop than he should have.
It was a concert. It was incredible.
But you know, you also have to. I don't know. You also have to give credit to AEW because look what they're doing and what they've been doing for years. Yep. They're returning to England for Wembley. Their biggest pay-per-view of the
where
year.
WWE should have had a WrestleMania by now.
Yeah. So,
AEW is impressing me. They're even getting better with the stuff I used to hit on them about, which is the character development. They're slowly getting better at that.
Yeah.
And good job, AEW. You're getting better. I love it.
My thing is like, I think in regards to AEW, there's never going to be like a perfect opinion on them. You know, and I say that because before their biggest issue was character development storylines, right?
But I see that improving.
Right. And the wrestling is flawless, right? Now recently I see some of the tweets and whatnot. AEW has too much wrestling. Like, bro, like, come on.
So there's something to be said about that. So, like I said, to people like me, you need psychology. If it's just moves, the moves don't mean anything after a while. They're just like bland. They get bland. You need to put psychology in there. They are slowly doing that. So give them time to cook, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a lot to cover today, guys.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot shorter.
No. I thought it was the WWE, you know, with the Night of Champions and AEW. I completely forgot about NXT's Great American Bash.
Yeah, I mean, join the club, but yeah.
All right. So again, you can listen to the audio version of this episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you want to see the full video, check us out on YouTube. Even though you could also check our link tree at Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast to access past episodes and our social media pages. Right. With that being said, that will do it for us at the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. Till next time.
Till next time. Later, guys.
Later, everyone.